Hello, I'm John O'Neill. The article that I will cover in this video is Opinion: We're Risking Health and Life by Scott Simon from National Public Radio. The United States is currently holding many undocumented immigrants in detention centers across the country. This includes families with children. It is currently the policy of these detention centers to not offer influenza vaccines to the residents. The detention centers are often crowded places where several individuals are forced to live for an undetermined amount of time in close quarters with others. The prolonged close proximity of these individuals puts them at high risk for transmissible diseases such as influenza. It is recommended by the United States CDC that individuals over the age of 6 months get vaccinated against influenza. The bioethical dilemma presented in this article is the denial of treatment for a vulnerable population. A vulnerable population is described by principles of biomedical ethics as those who are incapable of protecting their own interests. As individuals that are detained against their will, these undocumented immigrants are certainly a vulnerable population. The primary bioethical principle being challenged is that of non-maleficence. The United States government is forcibly detaining the undocumented immigrants, placing them in conditions that are well known to breed viral infections, and then denying these individuals access to a standard preventative treatment that all other residents of this country are afforded. This article is important to the nursing profession as it highlights a clear example of unethical treatment of patients. As a future provider, this article is important to me as it teaches the lesson that it is not okay to forego treatment for someone simply because of uncertainty of long-term planning. Provision 8 of the American Nurses Association Code of Ethics states, "The nurse collaborates with other health professionals and the public to protect human rights, health diplomacy, and reduce health disparities." More specifically, Provision 8.1 maintains that health is a universal human right. In the case of the detained undocumented immigrants, basic health care is being denied to them and is not being treated as a human right. These actions are in clear violation of Provision 8.1. The situation has long-lasting implications for healthcare and the nursing field, as there are obvious conflicts with cutting costs in the United States government's provision of care and the overall well-being of the individuals on the receiving end of that care. Advanced practice nurses will need to be vigilant and proactive in promoting the health rights of vulnerable populations such as detained immigrants. Some ideas to think about. Well, the first one is, at what point do human rights outweigh the need to reserve resources? And how can advanced practice nurses advocate for the fair distribution of healthcare? Thank you.